morning. Welcome to episode 211 of the Podlie podcast,
I'm glad you're keeping track.
which would have been 211 last week, but we postponed due to our wonderful spring winter weather that we had. So we ended up not doing the podcast last week because of that.
I was white knuckling it to Calgary
Yeah.
for a while.
So-
It was dicey.
So we made that decision. And of course, you might notice we have an empty chair and an empty mic because Cliff is not here this week either.
He's here in spirit, my friends.
I think he's gallivanting in Lethbridge or something like that.
Oh, is he all the way? I didn't know what he was doing. Well, I knew he was
I
working.
think that's where he
Oh, wow.
is.
It's a long drive.
Or what he's doing. So it's just Paul and I here for episode 211 this morning. And I guess we can go right into, because we're going to just kind of we
Banter.
don't have a specific topic, but go right into how was your week? Past couple weeks, because we weren't here last week.
We weren't here last week. Yeah, I was in Calgary for my son's provincials volleyball. Placed fourth.
Oh, excellent.
Placed fourth. Yeah. So congratulations to them. They worked really hard. I don't spend a lot when I go south of the province, I avoid Calgary altogether. I take the Stony Trail and I'll go straight to Banff, or I'll go straight to. And I forgot, so I haven't spent a lot of time in Calgary proper. That's a really pretty city. It really is. It's a really pretty city, and I forget because I don't spend a lot of time in
It's
Calgary.
an interesting city to drive in because of all the one ways.
The quadrants and the one ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You go from Edmonton where you drive every day too. Just a different system. But Calgary's a really pretty city. I really enjoyed my time in Calgary. We didn't sightsee or tour or anything. We stayed pretty close to the hotel or the volleyball facility, but it's a really nice city driving through, for go to restaurants and stuff like that.
So is this like a school team or is this a volleyball league?
No, he's volleyball league. He's club
Okay.
volleyball. So a lot of money, my friends, a lot of money, but it's worth it. He's loving it. And he's very good at it. He's very good at it. And as parents, obviously you want to foster A, what they love, and B, what they're talented at. And he's both. He loves it and he's talented at it. So, they did great. And he's myself being biased, but he really is. He's the most consistent. His first year on a club team, he's the most consistent on his team. So, super crazy proud of him. Yeah, it was a lot of fun too. It's a lot of fun hobnobbing with the parents and stuff like that. That's a part of what I really like too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of fun. You did that a lot, I'm assuming.
Well, we had soccer tournaments to go to, and we had
Did you do the whole provincial tour and stuff like that? Did you have to go to Lethbridge and then Standard and then?
Not a lot. Like we had a son who played rep soccer.
Yeah.
So he would have tournaments that we would play. We didn't go to all of them. Quite often we would go to one. There was always one in Kamloops that they played in. So
you did out of province.
So we would go there for that tournament. We always found that it was always kind of weird because at the hotel, it would always be my wife, Chai, and I in the pool with the kids.
Yeah.
But the other parents are all sitting up.
Yeah.
No,
it's the same thing.
It would always be us two in the hot tub or in the pool with the kids, and they were off. The other parents were off doing something.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Which is I'm guilty sometimes. Yeah.
So But anyway, So that's good. That's good that they got fourth and And does that end the season now?
No.
So he's still got more volleyball?
He's got what's he got? He's got nationals.
Oh wow.
He's got I want to say in I think it's 2 weeks.
And is that here?
Calgary again?
No, back in Calgary.
Yeah, it's back in Calgary.
So
the facility, Bill. The volleyball facility, and I just overheard the volleyball facility it was wonderful. It was 2 minutes from our hotel. We could walk out, go straight to but the facility is a 1980s. It was gosh awful.
Oh,
there were 9.
I thought you were going to say it was this beautiful facility.
You guys, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible for spectators.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure for the players it was wonderful. For the spectators, there was no seating. There was no room. We were wall to wall. And this is provincial, so it's a lot of people. The facility was terrible. I don't know. It's in Calgary. The Nationals are in Calgary, I think, in 2 weeks.
So you'll be going down for that? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going. I'm to be determined. Jal will be there. He's
Yeah.
going with a volleyball buddy.
Mhm.
I might not be able to go, but I sure hope it's not at the same facility. Ooh, that was
Well,
left a little much to be desired. Like my parents are, I mean, you know, they're in their late 70s, and you know, my mom's hip is compromised. I'm sure glad they didn't come down. They wouldn't have
mhm.
been able to
Well,
handle this facility.
understandable, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was tough, but the kids loved it. A lot of fun, as you say, in the pool. I
Mhm.
think they enjoy the before and after volleyball more than they do the reason why they're there. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good.
That was good.
Good.
What about you? What's going on?
Again,
What's happening?
busy couple weeks, so you know, there's lots of work stuff happening, and which is good stuff, and just busy couple weeks. It flew right by, even though we weren't here last week.
Mm.
You know, it felt like we just finished doing a podcast.
That's exactly right.
Then
Yeah.
we missed last week, and here we are again this week, and
Yeah, but we
finally
got
the
lots
sun
of
is out.
time now, though, Bill, because hockey's over.
That's true. I was gonna
Hockey's over.
begrudgingly, I was going to mention, yes, of course, now that we know that the Oilers season is done, it's not fun. And good morning to Deborah Hughes Gar. Happy Saturday. We sent Cliff out for search for snacks and libations, and he didn't come back.
He didn't come back. He owes me some libations.
Yeah, he's enjoying those libations
That's right.
somewhere, Deb, but not here with us.
That's right.
But they. You know, it's funny. I think a few weeks back we were talking about the Oilers on this show.
Yeah.
And it might have been you who said, "So, what do you think if the Oilers get into the first round? Like, will they win?" And I think I said, I think they would win in 6. Is what I was saying. They would take the series. That they would win the series over Anaheim. But
I said Oilers in 5.
But having said that, I can't really say that I think I said that with all my heart, because in all honesty and probably all transparency to the viewers, I actually didn't think the Oilers would get through the first round.
Okay, so here's the thing about that, Bill. Here's the thing about
and
that.
they didn't.
Here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
So Connor McDavid comes out after the game 6 loss, and he says we were a mediocre team all year. Now, here's the thing about that. He was brutally honest, and I like that.
Mhm.
He is correct, and I like that. But I didn't realize the mediocrity of that team until he said it. And he said it in an interview after the game 6 loss. And I sat back after the year, and I'm thinking about Mangiapane, and I'm thinking about the goaltending. By the way, full disclosure, I think we got to fix the defense before the goaltending, but that's just me. And I sat back and I thought about it. I think, geez, you know, after 82 games, and he's right.
Yeah, it was
He's
pretty average.
Absolutely right.
As he said, average, and it's a pretty average team all year. We were not a Stanley Cup winning looking team all year, and they'd had a lot of issues, and as you talked about, player personnel issues and some decisions made by management that we'll see how that plays out as we now have a long summer.
And we now know that there is going to be a lot of management, microscopic looks,
right,
and what have you.
Yeah, Daryl Cates has come out and said he wants a full overview of management, coaching, goaltending, power play, capability, etc. He wants a full overview of that done over the next couple of weeks here.
And
so,
as an owner, after the year that was, I think I think him as an owner, and we as fans, I think we deserve that.
Yeah. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We're not a sports show, of course, the Podlie podcast, but we do talk about anything and everything.
We're sports fans. Hey, by the way, did you notice I'm not wearing hockey gear? Now I'm wearing baseball gear.
I see.
Did you notice that?
I see you've got
hockey's done.
Baseball stuff on. Yeah. So hockey is done for us for this year anyway, and we'll see what changes happen and what the team looks like as we get into the fall.
I also want to touch on this. We're now into May. How's Ravenwood going?
Good. Everything's going well. It's the big ticket push, of course. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, ravenwoodexperience.com. Do that and grab your tickets. Just doing lots of more media coming up here. We did yesterday, we did 880 Ched in the morning, and then we recorded 880 Ched was live, but we recorded an interview with Chuck 92.5 FM, and that will air, I think, early this upcoming week, which was fun. We had Captain Tractor on both interviews, which was fun as well because they play a song. It's kind of neat to see them play. Then we've got some television coming up May 19th on Global Television. I'll be on there with Chris Winters from Captain Tractor. And so just media push now and working on getting that done. So it's all coming together.
As it always does.
Yeah.
As it always does. You pull your hair out until the gig, but the gig always comes together.
Yeah, working on getting that all together, which is good. And there's, as we know, well, especially out here in July, Strathcona County / Sherwood Park is going to be very, very busy because literally every weekend in July there's an event happening. So it starts with Canada Day.
Yep.
Then it goes to our Ravenwood event.
Yep.
Then the next weekend right after is the Alberta Summer Games.
And
then right after Summer Games is Highland Gathering at the end of the month. So every single weekend is event after an event after. So if you live in Strathcona County and you're not sure what to do on the weekend, you got lots you can do on the weekends coming up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I was talking to our producer, James, and he's got the summers off. And I said, James, you doing anything this summer? And he says, no, not really. And you don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to. That's what I love about our part of our of the world. You don't have to go anywhere, and you've got something to do within a half an hour, 45 minutes. I love it. There's Pigeon Lake, and there's there's Ravenwood, and there's Beaumont Blues. Sorry, I said Beaumont Blues and Roots. Beaumont Music Fest and stuff like that. Like you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, there's so much happening in our area, and as you said, all around as well.
Yeah.
Which is why Alberta, or especially in our area, it's really become a festival area for sure.
And can I just say that? Sorry to interrupt you, there, sir. Can I just say that as somebody who was involved with Ravenwood, and I had to take a back seat because of work, and I miss it terribly. By the way, I miss it terribly. I want you to know that. Please say hi to Haley and Candace and everybody. I miss everybody terribly. But I had to take a back seat from work. Please, guys, don't sit on this. I recognize that your summer plans may still be up in the air. You're trying to figure out what to do, what weekends you're going to the lake, what you're doing. Don't sit on getting tickets, my friends. Get them now. Don't wait till the last couple of weeks before the event. Get them now. And I'll tell you why you get them now. And I'm now an proverbial outsider, but you get them now because these promoters that are bringing these music fests to you and promoting the community and promoting community business, like they're banking right now on your concert dollars. Like they're making plans for your concert with your concert dollars now. And trying to bring the best product to you now, and they're making decisions now. So please, guys, get your tickets now. Don't wait until the last week or two before the event. I think that's really important to understand because plans are being made.
Yeah,
and
sure.
if you're making plans based on what potentially will happen. Well, let's try and make it happen now and buy tickets.
There you go. We're looking
right
at the. If you're watching, there is the Ravenwood.
Stephen
website is up
Page. He
there
was so
right now.
great.
Stephen
He was
good.
so great.
Yeah.
What an understated man. He was just so understated. He was just very humble. I loved Stephen Page. He was great.
He was very good. So there's the website. That's where you can go and buy your tickets for the Ravenwood Music Festival, July 10th and 11th in Broadmoor Lake Park. By the way, we say good morning to Laura because she popped up. So she's there as well. But yeah, go grab your tickets. We are still the lowest priced outdoor music festival in the Alberta area.
And I don't know about you, but all you have to do is tell me Outdoor Music Fest and I'm there. I'm sold. I'm done.
Sure. And we are still looking, I think, for a few volunteers. Lindsay, our volunteer coordinator, I think is going to be sending out an email shortly to all of the existing volunteers. We actually did the volunteer fair, which was put on by Volunteer Strathcona last Tuesday evening. Went really well. Great turnout. There was like 58 organizations or 59 organizations. We had over 600 people attended.
Wow.
And we had, I think it was around 24 sign up on our list that have interest in possibly becoming a volunteer with Ravenwood. So
Mm.
that'll get passed on to Lindsay, and she'll be sending it out. So if you're watching and you are a current volunteer, there will be more information coming out in the near future, as we have a volunteer orientation now booked as well. So that's going to be coming up fairly in a few weeks as well. So, but if you are interested in wanting to be a volunteer, that's another avenue that you can do, because we need volunteers to put the festival on, as do all the festivals in the area need volunteers.
And Lindsay does such a great job. Like, she's just on it. She's organized something fierce. So, yeah, she does a great job. It's a really fun weekend. It's a really fun weekend.
So speaking of festivals, it's not so much festival, but man, there's a lot of shows at Commonwealth this year.
Yeah, you
Outdoor
going to any?
shows with,
Are you going to any?
You've got what, ACDC, you've
GNR.
got Foo Fighters, GNR, you've got Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, and
Who's he playing with? That's
Post Malone.
Post Malone, yeah, it's Post Malone, Jelly Roll, all at Commonwealth. Now, is it Foo Fighters aren't until September, or is it an ACDC's in August?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of different.
Do you have tickets to any of them?
No,
No, I don't either.
no, I haven't got tickets to any of them. But again, it's one of those shows where you could obviously, pick up tickets.
It's a 62,000
Yeah.
seat venue. I think we're okay. You know what I'm interested in?
Yeah.
World Cup, Bill.
Ah,
Bill, World Cup. I'm sorry, I'm switching it back very quickly to sports. World Cup.
Wow.
Darn it.
Wow.
I'm not going to go. I
No.
mean, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to go. I'm gone, I think, in July.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gone in July.
Well,
So,
I'm in. I'll be back in Las Vegas in June, actually.
are you in June?
So
2 weeks?
no, just a week for a conference. So back to the toasty, warm,
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
No.
It's always in the plus 40 range at that time. So,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Laura says she'll be back volunteering again. She might even sign up her kids.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. So
100%.
yeah, we'll Vegas in June, and of course show in July, and then I think we're working on it anyway, possibly doing a Disney trip this year. So,
Oh, cruise or
no, just
going?
just going
Yeah. Land or world?
Disneyland.
Land. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that's just in the works. It's not 100% at this
Yep.
point. So we've got Laura watching, Deborah Hughes Gar. Deb, hope things are going well for you, and hopefully you'll be able to get back to working on pottery again soon, and getting to that. By the way, viewers too, because sometimes we don't always have people joining in on the chat.
Mm.
But this is out of interest, actually. And I went back and kind of was looking through our past 210 episodes, I guess, not watching them all, but going through and kind of looking at viewership and views that come after the show happens. And our show with manual labor, and Nicole was on, and you weren't able to be at that one, but we did the beer tasting, is I think our second or third highest rated show for views after the fact.
All you have to do is say the word beer.
It was and has been rewatched multiple times after it was on. So that's, I guess, shows one thing that you like it when we have a guest on.
So pour it and they will come. Is that what you're saying?
I guess, but I guess, like I said, it proves that obviously as an audience you like when we do have a guest on, because that show's had a huge amount of views after the show has run. So.
For those of you watching right now, and Bill, just with the statistic that it's one of our highest rated shows, is that why it's one of the highest rated shows? Is because we had a guest on? I'd be very curious to find out, because if that's in fact the case, we'll bring guests on. I mean, we already have plans to do that anyways, but yeah. I mean, that could potentially be a focal point.
It could very well be, Yeah.
So, if in your opinion, friends, is if that's the reason why that episode is one of our highest rated, is because we have a guest, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll take that into very serious consideration. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like you said, we really talk about anything and everything on here, as we've always said numerous times. It's the old Seinfeld motto. The Podlie
it's a show about nothing.
About nothing. So we do have some guests lined up. We were to have a guest last week, but because of the weather, we will be rescheduling that guest to be joining us soon, so we can get him on. And we have a possible lady who's involved in using hypnotism for things like weight loss, stopping of smoking, stress management.
I went to one of those,
And that kind of thing. So
about 25 years ago, I went to one of those non-smoking or smoking cessation hypnotism type things. Yeah, it didn't work for me.
You kept on smoking?
I
Did you smoke during the session?
No, I don't remember. No, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't remember. Maybe I was hypnotized. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it worked.
Yeah. You would have known right away if it wasn't working, if you were sitting in the person's office smoking while they're
I think his name was, what was it, Romero or Romaine? You remember that guy?
Oh, yeah, but he was more of an entertainer hypnotist. So this lady uses hypnosis for...
Oh, it's therapy. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
I do know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, he was a performance hypnotist for sure. So, but yeah, otherwise, so do you have any glamping planned for over the summer?
I do so, sir. Well, okay. Yeah. So tentatively, I don't know if I have 2 weeks or 3 weeks off in the summer. Either way, 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, we're going all the way to Alaska.
Alaska?
Yeah, we're going to Alaska.
To Alaska.
To Alaska. Go into Alaska.
I was trying to figure out, what is Alaska?
Go into Alaska.
You're going to go to Alaska? Wow.
So it's always kind of been a bucket list thing for me. I've gone west as far as Victoria. I've gone east as far as farthest you can go, except for Newfoundland, which is another bucket list thing for me. By the way,
I've been and want to go back.
I've never been to Newfoundland. That's a bucket list thing for me. But I've never been north. I've never been north past Slave Lake. I've never been north out of our province. So that's a bucket list thing. I want to see NWT. I want to see the Yukon. I want to do, I want to do the sourdough cocktail in Dawson City.
You want to go to Newfoundland, do the Screech?
That's another trip, but absolute. I've done Screech, but not Newfoundland. And then we're going to go to Alaska.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I'm excited, and we're RVing it. My folks have this, like I said, this big monstrosity of an RV. So
size of a condo.
Oh, 100%. So
you ever drive it, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes. But remember, I was a courier for a long time, so it's not. It is different, but it's not different.
It's more like driving a bus.
It's highway, Bill. Like you're just go like aim straight.
Yeah.
It's highway. So it's not going to be much of an issue, and I am going to be doing a lot of driving this year, by virtue of my parents are elderly now, and my dad is health compromised a little bit, getting a lot better. But so I'm looking forward to doing, because I like the story. I drove in Alaska. Do you know what I mean? I drove in Mexico. I drove in. I like that story.
Do you take a secondary vehicle?
Yep.
So you tow that along?
Yeah. It'll just be my folks' little SUV. I'm not taking my minivan, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah. So you tow the little SUV behind, and so you've got that. Yeah. That way you can leave the glamping machine in its spot in the campground.
100%. And then just go on a day trip. And really looking forward to it. I've got two. I just want to be, I just want to see, I just want to experience, but I've got two. This is what I always do. I always get an piece of artwork from wherever I am, mostly internationally, but again, Alaska internationally. So I want to get a piece of artwork. I want to do, and I've never tried this, I want to do deep sea fishing. I want to try deep sea fishing.
What, in Alaska?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, in Alaska. So that's kind of a bucket list for me. And then other than that, it's whatever the kids want to do. I don't care. Those are the two on my.
I was going to say, are you going to try and catch some big salmon in Alaska?
I would. Can you imagine, Bill? Yeah. I would love to.
Fresh salmon.
Oh, buddy, I would. I don't care. Grouper, salmon, swordfish, mako shark. I don't care. I just want to go deep sea fishing. Yeah, I really do. Just to say that I've done it, and I'm not an angler. I'm not a fisherman, don't ask me to bait a hook. But I just want to do it just to say that I've done it,
Wow. So that sounds like a good trip. And I'm assuming, as you said, it'll be the whole family, kids and all.
Whole fam family.
Parents and everybody going,
Whole fam family. Yeah, it's going to be very different because it's a roughing it trip. We're not beaching it. You know,
I
we're
don't know if you
not.
can call
Yeah.
driving a huge condo roughing it, but
Well, yeah, well, but what I mean is, we're not going to be on the beach in a
yeah,
plus 35 with under sipping drinks with umbrellas in them, under a
mhm.
cabana. We're not doing that. We're going to be roughing it and chasing bears, and it's going to be great. It's
Looking
going to
for
be
grizzlies.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%, 100%.
I think they have Sasquatch in Alaska.
Did you hear this week? I didn't know this. By the way, we're in central Alberta. Friends, did you hear this week, on topic, off topic? Did you know Elk Island Park had black bears?
Yes, they do.
I didn't know
So
that. Did you know
I
that?
think the population that I heard, which maybe you heard, is I think there's around 40 of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
I knew they had
I
black
had
bears. Yeah,
no
I didn't
idea.
realize now that the population has gotten as big as it did, because it used to be, they maybe would have 6 or 7 or 10, but now it's up to 40.
Jeez.
So you can go to Elk Island National Park and look for a black bear.
And have they always?
They've always had bear around, but
I didn't know
not
that.
in that population. They were talking about it on the radio this week actually, and
That's where I heard it.
that there was 40 now black bear in Elk Island National Park.
I had no idea, but you know what? I'm not, now that I think about it, I'm not surprised, because in my neighborhood in metropolitan Edmonton,
You have
I
bears?
see coyotes. I see coyotes.
The coyotes
You know,
have really moved in though,
100%.
into more urban locations for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Um,
So there's a lot of we're encroaching on a lot of animals' habitat. I tell you,
yeah,
it's
and you're right, Laura. Obviously, Elk Island does have bison and still do. They actually, I think, just recently, a couple months back, sent some of
Mhm.
those bison, was it to somewhere in the U.S.?
I believe it was Alaska.
May have been Alaska.
I believe it was Alaska.
Yeah, to help grow the bison population or get it back
Yeah.
to where it once was, I guess, there. But yeah, so if you want to look for a black bear, you can go to Elk Island National Park and hang out and see the bison, and maybe you'll catch a bear. See a
I don't
bear
know.
or two
Anyways,
there.
it just kind of surprised me, talking about Alaska and talking about a trip roughing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Elk Island Park is yours and my own backyard. Better your backyard than my backyard. But I mean, it's right. It's it's a half an hour away. I was just really surprised by that. I didn't know.
So when you're glamping it, as you are, and I continue to use the word glamping.
Oh, you are not
Uh,
wrong, sir.
when
You are not
So
wrong.
how many can you sleep?
I think it sleeps. I want to say two. I think it sleeps 7.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think it sleeps 7. Yeah, I think it sleeps 7. But my kids are not small anymore,
No.
right? All of them, including my 12-year-old daughter, are taller than me now, right? So, yeah. So, my boys will still be able to bunk together. My daughter, I think, is by herself. I'm by myself, and then my folks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah. So I think it sleeps 7. So,
Hmm.
and comfortably, Bill. It's warm, and it's we are going to take a tent. We are going to take a tent, because I cannot wait to see the black sky, and we're taking a telescope,
Good.
which I again cannot wait to see. So we're going to tent it out in the campsite, and stay up and look at the stars and the constellations. I can't wait.
No, that's
So-
good. It's good that you're taking the tent, and like I said, I think there are Sasquatch in that area. So you should see if you can have one of those come out your tent. Who's that? Laura, we have moose by McNally High School.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
get moose in my backyard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
um,
I've seen a couple of meese in your backyard, actually.
we have a while. This was a month ago, maybe just over a month ago. It was like a zoo because we had all in the same morning. We had 2 moose hanging out and 4 deer. So like I
No
said,
way.
it was like the backyard zoo. So
Do you ever have any? Are there any negative effects? Like, do you guys garden? I know you have a garden. Do you guys? And does it? Do the animals negatively affect your acreage living?
the deer can get into things
Yeah.
because they like to eat all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
I know again that my wife Chai, she likes to do most of the gardening, especially in front of the house. But she's always looking for plants that are deer proof, that the deer don't want to eat, because they will walk
Deer-proof
through
plants.
there and they will pop the tops off tulips and that kind of thing. Right? You might have a bloomed tulip, and then you look out there the next morning and the stem is there, but the tulip is gone.
Tulip's gone. I didn't know that.
And so they've come through and helped themselves to that. But yeah, the moose when they're around there chomping on the trees, always eating the tree branches, and
Mm.
A moose is a big animal, so I don't know exactly how much it needs to eat in a day.
Yeah.
And they're not meat eaters, so
Yeah.
I don't know how much food it needs to eat in a day. But they're always chomping on the trees, on the tree branches and things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But does it negatively affect your summer day to day?
Not really.
No, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, it's more an annoyance because you've lost a couple of flowers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a negative effect per se. But yeah, it's, we our acreage we've kept, as all really treed, that kind of thing. We
Yeah.
didn't take a lot of the
Yeah.
trees and things down. So
Yeah.
when we put the house in, so it's still fully treed. And I've heard that, I haven't seen that. Like obviously I have coyotes. I haven't seen any right on our land. They've obviously been very close because you hear them. We've seen
I'll
them,
bet.
driving out from our house and down the road and stuff there, as they are trotting through the
Yeah.
field or something like that. So
Yeah.
we've definitely seen them out. But apparently there's wild pigs as
I
well.
was gonna bring this up 10
that-
minutes ago,
in
and
that
it's
area.
becoming a problem.
So I have not, again, I've not seen any
No.
wild pigs, but I have heard of people saying they've had wild pigs coming through their area. So I'm not
And they
exactly sure where
are
that's from.
an invasive species.
Uh,
I've heard they're an invasive species. I heard they're becoming quite the problem.
yeah.
I don't know in what capacity. I would assume by eating things, but yeah,
Probably
they're
messing gardens up.
Gardens
I
up,
don't know. Yeah. So again, I haven't physically seen any in our area, but I have heard they're around.
Yeah.
So I don't know like when they're out. We've got wild pigs in Edmonton area. James has pulled up a site here.
It's wild.
Yeah. So
What was the biggest change for you? Because you used to live, and you and your family used to live when the kids were younger. You used to live in Metro Edmonton. What was the biggest change for you?
Well, we
moving
lived
out to the acreage.
yeah, so we originally lived in Edmonton, then we moved and we're living in Sherwood Park.
Yeah.
The biggest change is just it's so quiet. It is really, really quiet.
But it's got to be more labor intensive for you though too, right?
Well,
You've got a septic tank out there, and
our septic tank is a series of tanks actually, so it's a pretty automated. I don't know, high-tech system.
Mhm.
So there's not a lot to do. We have a company that comes out in the spring each year. They've been out already and does kind of a quick cleaning of filters and things like that. But it's a pretty high-tech system, so it kind of does its thing. But obviously in the spring, summer, you're out, putzing around and you're, chopping down, with the weed eater weeds and keeping that stuff down. I don't have grass to mow, but tries out gardening, and so we're doing that kind of stuff, or moving stuff around, or we built some sidewalks. We put new stairs on the front of the house. I got stairs to do on the back of the house as well, which I have to get to. But so we're always doing something.
You said you don't have grass to mow. My gosh, it sounds like you almost have less to do than I do.
Yeah. We specifically made sure that we wouldn't have any grass to do.
Yeah.
I just noticed actually that we have passed, which is usually what Cliff would do, the middle of the podcast.
Yes, but that's a Cliff thing.
So
we're not good. That's Cliff.
It has passed as I look up at the clock on our monitor that's in front of us here. So, but yeah, so no grass. We do have some artificial grass we put in, so there'd be some.
I knew
grass,
that.
For
putting green, Bill. Putting green, buddy.
I've gone out there and done a little chipping.
Attaboy.
Yeah, off and on. So, and then of course we built a patio in the back where we have our fire.
Yeah.
It's not pit per se, fire stove kind of thing that we went in.
Was that the biggest change for you? Was the silence? Like was it tough for you to sleep?
No, I didn't find it tough to sleep, but it's nice as we look at a lot of the neighborhoods now, and we sometimes think, "Gee, would we ever move back to the city or move back into the park?" And you look at some of these newer neighborhoods that are
Mhm.
being built, where the houses, like I can reach out and touch
Yeah,
you on
yeah,
the
yeah,
shoulder, or
yeah. They're right there.
and
Yeah,
you can do the here. I need the cup of milk.
yeah.
You just
Give me a
pass it
cup
through
of. Can
kitchen
I get a cup of
windows.
sugar, please?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just pass it through
yeah,
the windows. Yeah, like we're when it is spring and summer, the trees and everything, all fill in, so we don't really can't see our neighbors' houses at that point, even
no,
though
yeah,
we know they're close by.
yeah,
Winter, obviously, we know all the leaves are gone. We can see, some of the houses and
yeah.
stuff, so we know there's always people around. But yeah, for us, you know, you can sit out on a Saturday afternoon and or Sunday afternoon on the back deck or whatever,
Mhm.
or have a fire in the evening, and it's quiet. Obviously, on the weekends, on a Saturday, you might hear more with the acreages around. Either people with their chainsaws going, or maybe the odd dirt bike or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's still not like living, where traffic's going up and down your street all day or into the
yeah. I
night,
live
or
right by the Anthony Henday, so I
yeah,
can relate. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that kind of thing. So that's the biggest thing is
Mm,
and again, like I said, you can, have a fire going and you're sitting out there and
yeah.
it's just all you're hearing is birds and, the noise of the breeze going through the trees or whatever the case might be. Right.
I need noise. Like I need.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need.
At night.
I Well, yeah. Well, yes, because I sleep with the TV on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Yes, but in saying that, I also really enjoy it when we're out camping
Hmm.
and all you hear are the crickets,
Hmm.
right? And I think for me, it's more mental. I mentally realize, okay, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm really enjoying listening to the crickets, and I just boom, I fall asleep. Right? If I'm at home and I'm like, oh well, yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow, and this, that, and the other thing, then it's easy for me to fall asleep if there's noise. If I know where I am, and I
Hmm.
know that I'm in the middle of a city, and I know that I got to go to work tomorrow, and I know that my life is busy, I'm okay that way. But if I'm detoxing on a holiday, I can usually fall asleep pretty well with it being really, really quiet, really
Hmm.
serene, you
I'm
know.
curious, those that are watching, what do you prefer? Would you like it really quiet at night, or as Paul has mentioned, do you fall asleep with a TV on, or do you have a radio on, or do you just prefer silence? Like, what do you like?
And to that as well, I made a conscious effort with my kids of kind of having somewhat noise in the background as they sleep. Let's face it, guys, the world is really noisy. And I made a conscious, like ever since they were babies, we had that glowworm with the
Yeah.
music. Um, and I always made a conscious effort of my kids sleeping with some sort of noise, i.e., the window open,
Yeah.
i.e., the music in the background,
Hmm.
i.e., the TV, this, that, and because the world is, I mean, have you ever tried to sleep on an airplane? Sleeping
It's
on an airplane is,
it can be
gosh,
tough, but
awful.
I've done. Laura says she just uses a fan, a
Fan,
fan and a
100%.
breeze,
Yeah.
and then she's out. But it depends. I have fallen asleep on an airplane for sure, but it's tough. Like even when we flew to Paris last year, thinking we're flying through the night, that I'll probably get some sleep, but I didn't really sleep a whole lot. I was playing the golf game on the you
Yeah.
know on the little display in front of me, so I was playing games and watching movies. I Chai slept way more on the plane than I did,
Yeah.
and I dozed here and there, but I definitely did not sleep a whole lot through
I
that
just,
flight.
I just tried to help. Well, I just tried to, uh, I guess, expose my kids to a whole bunch of different situations that they are going to eventually in their lives be exposed to, i.e., noise, i.e., taste, i.e., this, that, and the other thing. I remember when when my kids were really young, we would get spoons and I would say, okay, try this. Obviously, I wasn't giving them, ghost peppers or anything, but and do you like it? I mean, same with music, Bill. Remember when I had that music show
Hmm.
with the kids? Okay, my kids are 5 years old. Well, they've never heard of Meatloaf. Well, what do you think of this song?
Hmm.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this song called "Let It Be"? It's one of the best songs of all time.
Hmm.
And I like to get them exposed and stuff like that. I'm still doing it,
Hmm.
with sports and different initiatives. I just think it's really important for them to experience a little bit of everything,
Hmm.
everything. So I'm still doing it. I think it's important.
You weren't you running by the room in the morning yelling, to, to like startle them awake or anything like that to work on the
No,
noise. Wake up! Yeah.
no, my kids have always been really, really good. They're, I mean, obviously they're older now. They've got their own
So when
alarms,
you're
but
out glamping, then
yes.
say you go to last. So who gets up first in the morning? Like who's up? Are the kids sleeping till like noon, or are they up at like 6 a.m. because they want to
No,
go exploring, or what are they doing?
my kids are good sleepers. Now in saying that, they will be up at probably 8:30, 9 o'clock,
Hmm.
glamping. Uh, Calgary, we were in a hotel this past weekend, and I'll never forget. My son said, "Papa, it was like Han was the one not playing." He said, "Papa, it was so great. I stayed in the hotel on Saturday. I watched sports and napped." And I'm thinking, he's a 13-year-old kid turning 60,
Yeah.
you know, and it
Yeah.
was so, it's easy for my kids. It's always been really easy, but no, they're up at they're up
Yeah.
at, they're up at, it's my dad. It's my dad that's up early. You always hear my
Up,
dad
up
getting up
bright and
and,
early.
and
Yeah.
bright and early. But then that's the thing, as you age, you need less and
Mhm.
less sleep, right? And I think that's probably a byproduct of his age and
Good.
what have you.
Yeah.
But no, my kids have always been, you know, relatively good sleepers.
Good.
I've never had an issue.
Just want to say hi to William Kirkland. William, you're late this morning there, William, as you said. Trying to back up my phone, which is giving me grief, he says. And he said he won't be able to respond much. Hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, everybody's doing well here, William. Good to see you're tuned in. And again, if you just joined us late, there is an empty seat beside me here because Cliff is not with us this weekend. He is.
Cliff is with us, but he's not with us.
Yes, he's like I said. I think he's gallivanting in Lethbridge somewhere.
Mm.
So he could have probably joined us from Lethbridge actually. With the webcam and.
Yeah, Cliff, where's your comment? Damn it!
We could have, or he could have jumped in on the comments.
Could have jumped in on the comments
as well. So this tells me he has not tuned in. Nicole's traveling to the trailer today.
Nice.
So she's going to get it ready. I'm assuming then, William, for the weekends, because I know you guys go out to the trailer on the weekends quite a bit. So I'm assuming probably getting it ready for the summer, so you can head out and spend some time there.
It's funny what happens. I mean, did you have snow in your property this time last week? You did. I had snow in my property this time last week.
There's a little bit. Most of it is surprisingly now. And I think part of it is because of the wind and stuff we've had. But so most of it is gone. But there's still, I can see some spot a little bit deeper in the trees where there's still little snow piles around. Yeah,
I've got a little bit on my back. But here's the thing. The thing is that we've had 20-degree weather here for the past 3-4 days. The snow for the most part is gone, and I got to tell you guys, my mentality is just clicked to William. To your point, we're going to pick up the trailer. We're going to summarize. I got to rake the grass. It's like I'm excited. Like I'm excited.
Yeah,
and this is good for me because the past month I've had health issues and hospital stays and doctors and medicine and side effects and I mean whatever. So this is really exciting for me. There's actually I've actually got a little bit of a spring in my step the last 2 or 3 days.
No
and
pun
I've
intended.
really well
kind of spring.
I need a spring in my step after the last
William
3
says,
weeks.
"Yep, prep time for summer."
Yeah, I love it. See,
they're getting well. As I think I said on this show 2 weeks ago, prior to our postponement of last week, how I was out with Chai at a building, and I when I see an area where the snow's gone and it's grass, I will literally step off the pavement and go walk on the grass just because I want to feel the walking on the grass because we've been in
100%.
snow all winter, and the way our weather has been here the past little while.
100%.
Finally, we're in May, so I think we're done with the snow. But I hate to say that because we know what our
Don't say it till May long weekend.
May long weekends can be like.
Yeah, I had this comment yesterday. But here's the thing about that. Where else? And there are other places in the world.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we live in a beautiful part of the world where we have legitimate 4 seasons where you can really enjoy the winter. But when winter's done, you can really enjoy touching the grass and smelling the flowers. And I love Mexico, it's summer 365, it's summer. I love the 4 seasons. I mean, obviously I have my favorite seasons more so than I hate winter. And I've said this ad nauseum on the podcast. But it's really nice to know that spring is coming, and people are bringing their trailers out. You're getting the soccer ball out. Your clothes are getting shorter, and
Yeah.
you know,
Well, Laura says she needs to clean up my backyard so I can get the lawnmower out.
yeah, me too.
And then she says, doing a dang tree came down and made so much work for her this year as well. So I got a lot of trees that in my acreage that I can see have come down in the trees. So that'll be some chainsawing, and that'll go into my fire pit. So
I did that last year.
my firewood.
Smoked my fence last year.
That's not a good thing.
Smoked
But
my fence.
again, as you mentioned, the 4 seasons, though, when winter extends past what I think its season should be, now we're getting into like 3 3/4 seasons because winter's taking too long. So this whole thing, the way our climate is going, is changes. I'm really curious how our summer is going to be this year with temperatures, because we had a lot of time last year where we did hit some pretty high temperatures here, low to mid 30s. So I'm curious how our summer is going to be this year.
Could you live in a place like Mexico where it's summer like 365?
I don't know if it would be Mexico, but I've said I would love to get away sometimes from where there's no winter. Not you'd have to drive about winter, no winter driving. You don't have to worry about getting up on those mornings where the roads are
but you're
usually horrible.
Getting away, I would love getting away in the winter too, to Mexico or to the beach. Anyways, but that you were coming back. My question is, could you live in a place where there's one season all the time? Could you live? Could you make a home? Could you make a life in a place like Mexico where it is summer 365? Or would you miss the deliberate specific seasons?
I don't think, to be honest, I would miss the snow anymore. Like growing up as a kid, I used to ski and that kind of thing. Obviously, I played hockey, and as I've talked about on here, I played men's league hockey and everything. But I played men's league hockey in the summer, so you just need an arena for that, right? So
indoor,
indoor. So I don't think I would be too concerned about going somewhere where I didn't have to deal with winter. So the one season is the one that I would eliminate.
Yeah, but wouldn't you miss Christmas Eve, snow falling, Santa's coming, and
that would probably be the hardest part to get used to. And get a snow machine and make some fake snow for Christmas Eve. But
by the way, for those that don't know, movie trick is for snow they use scalloped potatoes. They use dried scalloped potatoes for snow. Do you know that they use the powdered?
It can be
potatoes.
Yeah, there are. We actually, the company I work for, we have access. We do have a line of fogging machines, snow making machines. But the snow making machines that we have, which I've seen them work in, is more of it's a non-toxic chemical based snow. It's not scalloped potatoes that they use. That sprays out and it forms into like a snowflake that comes down. You're doing a bonfire tomorrow and a bonfire next weekend, Laura. That sounds like fun.
Love it. Yeah, that's just great. Yeah, people are just ringing in the spring. I think it's wonderful, especially after this week's weather.
It's good fire-wise because hopefully we don't have wildfire issues. But I did hear this morning on the news, and I can't remember if it was Sturgeon County, might have been Sturgeon, has put a fire ban in place already. So, I didn't use my fire pit a whole lot last year. So I'm hoping that this year I can get out and have a few fires. But of course, it all depends on how our summer goes and how dry it is. Hopefully, I guess the one advantage is all the snow that we have had for the farmers, et cetera, apparently is going to be good for moisture. And hopefully, maybe that will be enough moisture to help to, quell the fires a little bit.
By the way, off topic, and we're talking about fires, did you realize that it was this past week 10 years since the Slave Lake wildfire? It's been 10 years already.
Fort McMurray?
No, Slave Lake, because it was, remember, it was Slave Lake.
Yeah, Slave Lake.
And then it was Fort McMurray, and then it was Jasper.
Right.
Remember? It's been 10 years since Slave Lake. Time
10 years
flies.
since Fort McMurray. So
was it Fort McMurray? My bad. Sorry, friends. It is Fort McMurray. My bad.
Because actually, that was weird because I heard that on the radio driving in this morning. They were talking about how it was 10 years ago So Slave Lake was 2011. So they were
Okay.
Sorry,
Sorry, friends. My
15
bad.
years
Yeah.
ago in Slave and 10 for Fort. Yeah,
Thanks,
that is
James.
hard to believe that it was 10 years ago that Fort
10
McMurray,
years, eh?
yeah,
Whew.
had that huge fire.
Anyway,
So
just, yeah, for those of you who hadn't already realized, it's been 10 years. I mean, I can't believe time flies, man.
yeah,
I'm
Laura
telling
says,
you.
I really hope there's no fire ban right now. Again, I think the only area that I heard was Sturgeon County. Otherwise, I think everybody else is, if you got that fire pit in the backyard, have that fire. Just be careful. You don't need to make a fire that's 80 feet high.
No, right. 100%.
So
Yeah.
mine
Yeah.
is, my fire pit is, like I said, it's more like a fire stove. So it is covered on the top. So it tends to help keep any, sparks or anything like that,
Yeah.
that down as well, which is kind of neat. But yeah, so
I've got a great place. I've always wanted. I've been in my place now for almost 13 years. It'll be 13 years in August, and it's a house. It's a detached home, and I've got a great place for. It's got gravel already.
So you have a fire pit in the back?
Well, and here's my point. I think the previous owners used to have a shed there, and they've since
Okay.
taken the shed out. It's a perfect place. So it's just gravel now, and it's probably 8 by 8,
Mhm.
8 foot by 8 foot, but it's too darn close to my fence.
Ah.
It's too darn
Yeah.
close to my fence, and it would be perfect. I was thinking maybe of extending it
Mhm.
a little bit because I really want a fire pit in my back,
Mhm.
But I think the kids are getting too old now. It would have been great 5 years ago where they're always home.
Yeah,
they're
but
never
as they
home
get
now.
older, then maybe they're gonna
Well,
want
they'll
maybe
have friends
their
over.
buddies or friends over and sit around the fire pit.
It's still kind of it's still on my wish list
Yeah.
for my house.
And
So
as they get older and older, and by the time they get 8, if they're still around home when they're 18 and they're coming over because they want to be in the backyard drinking a beer and roasting the hot dog or making
I'm
the
okay
s'more.
with that. They can at 18. I'd rather them drink at my house than anybody else's. I agree with you, Bill. Yep, that's not a bad idea. Yep.
And you're gonna make? Do you eat s'mores? You're not a sweet kind of guy, though.
No, I don't like marshmallows.
You don't like marshmallows. What?
I don't. I know. I don't like marshmallows.
Milk chocolate s'mores with marshmallows.
I will have the
graham cracker
non-marshmallow
crusts.
s'mores. I'll have the graham crackers and the chocolate. I don't like marshmallows.
So you would do it with the melted chocolate and the graham cracker, but no marshmallow.
No marshmallow.
And what is it about the marshmallow you don't like?
No Lucky Charms for this guy, my friends, because it's condensed sugar. It's gross. It's like I feel like my teeth are rotting. Just as it's
wow.
Ugh, no, thank you. No,
Yeah.
I don't like marshmallows. I'm not a big fan of the consistency. I don't like the stickiness. I don't. No, in saying that, I love Rice Krispie squares. Right. Love Rice Krispie squares.
There's marshmallows in Rice Krispie.
There are marshmallows, right? But yeah, no, just I don't like that. It's pure sugar.
And when you roast your hot dog over an open fire,
oh yeah, baby,
how do you like it done? Like, do you do it so that it's going black on all around it, or are you just like
I don't care.
You just hold it in there and hope
I
for
am
the
non
best.
hot dog specific, Bill.
You don't care if it's...
I don't cooked. I'll take my dog cooked. Thank you very. No, I don't care. I don't care. No, and again, funny that you say that. When we were kids, we camped a lot. My dad liked a really burnt marshmallow.
Oh yeah,
but I
taking
think
it out of them, blowing it out.
Right, but I think he just said that
crust
because
on
we
it.
were kids, and that's the only way we knew how to cook it. Right. My mom likes it just right, just a little, just a little brown. So I remember as kids, we would do char this one, and watch this one for mom. And this, that, and the other thing. But
your hot dog is kind of like not well
care.
done, or you don't care if it's in there and it comes out and it's black.
I like a well done dog.
You're throwing it in the bun.
I like charcoal on my and you well know this. There is nothing like a barbecued hamburger or a barbecued hot dog. In the summer more so than at home in the winter. There's nothing like it, my friends. It just.
I'm barbecuing tonight. Actually, I cleaned my barbecue yesterday.
I'm going for my mom and dad. I've got a thing this afternoon, and I'm going straight after to my mom and dad's. They'll already have the kids with them, and we're barbecuing our first barbecue. I can't wait.
So I cleaned the barbecue yesterday, and I actually barbecued a couple of pork chops last night.
Last night,
but
pork chops.
We're barbecuing tonight. But so I found this tool for cleaning my grill. So it's actually you charge it using USB, but it's like a long kind of brush, and you turn it on, and it rotates, and you can have.
Wait! You have a USB
rechargeable.
rechargeable
So for cleaning your grills,
barbecue
and
brush.
so it rotates. You can put in. You can also take the bristle portion of it out and put in like kind of a. It's not almost like a bit of a sandpaper, but anyway. So I used this for the first time last night because it's always a pain in the butt when you're trying to clean your grills, especially after
Yeah.
for the first time they're still all grungy
Yeah.
and gritty, and you're trying to scrape everything off. Man, I put this thing on there, and there's like that second one in that the cursor's on. That's similar to what mine looks like. That's very much it.
That looks
Actually,
like a Dyson.
yeah, and it worked great.
Huh.
Like I did on both sides. There it is. And I just kind of that's exactly what mine looks like, and it just put it on, and it just
Huh.
scraped everything off. Flipped the grill, scraped everything off.
How are the
Then
pork chops?
Then I clean them all down. Oh, the pork chops are really good, but as I'm saying, as a cleaning tool though,
Yeah.
that was so much easier in speeding up how I cleaned the grill. And then afterwards, I still heat it up and spray it down and give it a wipe down. But all the junk and all the crusty stuff was gone. And it's like getting back to a clean grill, like almost a new grill.
Funny that you say that. We're in the 11th hour of our time today, and I finally thought, for those of you that are watching and listening, what do you like most about when the snow's gone? Like, what are you really looking forward to? Like, to Bill's point, like I got barbecue happen tonight at my mom and dad's place, first barbecue of the season, and I'm jacked. I'm really excited about this. Like, what are you looking forward to? I'm looking forward to camping.
Yeah. No camping. Laura, by the way, says they have a hose close by their fire pit. Yeah, I have a hose that's in the vicinity as well if I absolutely needed it. And she says that I eat burned marshmallows, a nicely cooked one. So for me, I look forward to lots of stuff I look forward to. Obviously, what we just talked about. I love getting the barbecue out. Second of all, I'm hoping to get my bike out. This
you
weekend.
Said that this morning.
And then now that I am back to being able to golf again, when we were not on air, we were talking to our producer James. He's going for some physio on his back and things next week, and so I had a shoulder issue, so I hadn't been able to golf for many years up until about 2.5 years ago. Now I can finally. So I'm looking forward to getting out back on the golf course. I have a couple of gentlemen who want to do like a regular Tuesday evening. Golf game, and so that will start up in the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm looking forward to: golf course and the barbecuing again, and getting out on the bike and riding around town on that.
Yeah, and what's really interesting? Just watch people over the last week or two at the grocery store.
Yeah,
out for walks in the neighborhood. Just their whole demeanor, their whole persona, it just changes. I think it's just wonderful. I love it.
Well, I've seen start opening up.
Patio season. By the way, friends, I heard this morning. For us locally, we don't have hockey anymore. So there's a lot of establishments that are really worried because we're not going to have that deep hockey run.
They have lost that playoff.
They're really worried. So patio season, get out and support and enjoy because they're really worried. They were talking about that this morning.
Yeah. I have to get out to some patios for sure and enjoy a nice cool beer. Laura says, I love mowing the lawn for some reason. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then probably swimming, maybe riding bikes again. Honestly, usually it's music festival seasons for me.
Yep.
So yeah.
And I agree, Laura. I'm more a lawn mowing guy than a snow shoveling guy. 100%.
Oh, there you 100%. Go. All right. Well, we're coming down to the end of this one.
Great talk.
Episode 211. Cliff will be back with us for the next one, 212. So he will be back again. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you get to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit that like button as well. You can, if you missed some of this one, obviously you can go back and view it again, which obviously people have been doing with our manual labor one. Go back, watch it, but make sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification button as well. Do that. And if you have friends and family, get them to subscribe if they haven't subscribed already. So we look forward to seeing.
I got nothing.
All next week. Paul's got nothing.
I got nothing.
He's done. He's done for this one, and we will see you all next Saturday. Everybody, have a great week and enjoy the warm weather.
Always, thank you, my friend.